Hello, my name is Carl Kamagai.
And I'm Shania Garcia.
I'd like to begin by thanking all of the parents, guardians, and staff members that have supported us through our 4-year journey. Thank you for the time, effort, and the sacrifices that you've made in order to lead us towards the right path.
Thank you for caring for us, especially our vocational teachers. As time passed by, they became our mentors. We thank them for seeing and unlocking the potential in us.
I'd like to personally thank my parents and older brother for always being prepared to provide everything I need and for having faith in me. I will forever express my gratitude and continue to keep making you proud.
Thank you to my parents who sacrificed so much for me and my sister. I promise that I will continue to make you proud.
I want to acknowledge the efforts of all the staff and students throughout this unfortunate pandemic. As a TechVox senior, I want all of my fellow graduates to know how each and every single one of us should be proud of the hard work and dedication that we put into finishing high school.
Although it's cliche, we made it. Today is a day we thought we would never experience. Literally. Most people made fun of our year because we were set to celebrate our grad through a Zoom call or a Google Meet. That we would receive our diplomas in PDF form, all the TikToks and memes depicting a virtual grad saying that our year has it worse. Well, why don't we look at it this way? Our year is the only year that everyone will remember. Who wouldn't remember the year where all brands of toilet paper sold out? Who wouldn't remember the year where Barack Obama and Malala Yousafzai honored the high school class of 2020? There is nothing compared to the class of 2020. We had to sacrifice our last months at TechVox together. It's hard to think about the laughs, activities, and memories that we never got to experience. Being in quarantine was not exactly how we envisioned our last months together. Although our sleeping schedules became a disaster, we ate 5 or more meals a day and spent our days behind the screens of social media or video games. There was a silver lining to it all. As what Mr. Lomas said, the air seems cleaner, there are less cars on the road and more pedestrians. There is less air traffic, and the right people are getting praise instead of athletes or celebrities. People seem to be more conscientious of hygiene and health. We did what we had to do so that we could keep ourselves, our communities, and our world safe. And that is how the class of 2020 will be remembered.
Looking back, you can't deny that we had opportunities to make tons of great memories. From cheering on our sports teams, being wowed by the projects made by vocational students, or even watching our performing arts programs. And for those that have been at TechVox since freshman year, do you remember DTC winning the Staff versus Student Dance Rally? Or what about how our entire grade always happens to be the loudest during the gym riots? Whatever your personal experience may have been, I'm sure it's all worth treasuring. As seniors, I think we can all collectively agree that there are tons of things that we're gonna miss from high school, whether it be individual accomplishments, lessons from our favorite teachers, or a great lunch that you purchased from the cafeteria. I want all of the TechVox staff to know that we are incredibly grateful that they made all of these experiences possible for us.
The bonds that we have with our teachers here at TechVox are irreplaceable. I like to take the time to thank the teachers who have made my years at TechVox very special. Thank you, Ms. Mira, for being the role model you are. You've supported me and guided me since the day I set foot in your grade 1 class. You're literally the coolest. And to Ms. Mar, the one person who made each and every single student you've taught feel welcomed and appreciated. Thank you for letting us into your classroom even though we were such a pain to be around. You stuck with us and kept it real with us. Thank you for all the hard work you put into everything you do. TechVox is really lucky to have staff members like you.
There's a quote by a famous actor named Will Smith, and it goes, "Fear kills your ability to see beauty." To me, he's saying that fear is what prevents us from seeing the positive impact of our efforts. An important lesson that I learned throughout being involved in performing arts is that staying inspired is enough to conquer this fear. Having faith in yourself and your capabilities is one of the best things that we all carry. I still remember the time Miss Sophia sat down the entire dance team just to tell us all individually that she believed in us. That moment was all I needed in order to replace my fears with inspiration. And for that, I will forever be grateful. Miss Bouchard, for all the times that we greet each other whenever you had the chance, thank you for never failing to make me feel welcomed and appreciated.
Looking back at our 4 years of high school, we can't help but laugh and reminisce. Freshman year seems like so long ago, and it's probably hard to recall much. All I know is that I can't help but cringe every time when I look back at all those photos and videos.
Our freshman year felt like being handed a new canvas so that we could have a fresh start. It was a chance to reinvent ourselves. A common thing that many artists experience is despising their own creations, and that was the case with myself and the people around me. I wasn't happy with the way I portrayed myself before high school, but all of that self-doubt and unpleasantness began to fade when I entered Tech Voc.
In sophomore year, we were overwhelmed by the abundance of sports, clubs, classes, and vocations Tech Voc had to offer. This was the year where we made new friends. Friends who we still have a special place in our hearts. Friends and teachers whom we made unforgettable memories with.
The people that used to be as scared as me looked more comfortable. We didn't even realize that we were learning to move forward and that we were taking initiative to teach ourselves how to open up to others. We took risks, made memories, and began developing into the people we are today. Do you guys remember karaoke week in the theater and how much fun we all had? We cheered for each other and sang songs that made us reminisce all the good times. It felt like all that mattered was that we were enjoying the moment.
And of course, we would extend those memorable moments to junior year. The year we were old enough to finally get our licenses. The tests, exams, and long classes we had to go through felt like a perpetual loop. This was the year where most of us decided on the careers we wanted to pursue. Despite the increase in the workload, taking classes that intrigued us gave us a new sense of motivation. We were given more options like the dental program, psychology, and the list goes on. It felt refreshing seeing our peers in lab coats or safety equipment. It was like seeing everyone around you grow up.
We learned that while growing up, all of us are like artists, and our greatest canvas is the way we portray ourselves. Every day turns into an opportunity for us to work towards completing that piece of art. We were comfortable with opening up to opportunities around us. Remember how excited we got whenever there was a game in the Hornet Dome? Or what about how we'd call our friends just to come watch the school concerts or the play? We can't deny that these experiences allowed us to cherish these moments with our friends.
Senior year felt like everything was on fast forward. I didn't realize that Tech Voc would become my second home. I didn't realize that I would meet such amazing people. I didn't realize the future I started here, and that one day I would have to leave it behind to begin my future. If by any chance we weren't stuck at home, we would have added more things to our list of memorable moments. I mean, let's be real. If grade wars happened, us seniors would have won fair and square.
As years passed, I observed the community around me. I felt like there was a place for everyone to belong. I've witnessed the growth in my fellow graduates every year, and it brings me great joy to see those who used to have scare frowns now show the most sincerest smiles. Our anxiousness began turning into excitement, fears turned into goals, and self-doubt turned into motivation. The works of art that we created pieced together to make a breathtaking picture known as the class of 2020. Now, we get a chance to give ourselves recognition for all of the hard work that we put into making our goals into reality.
We are lucky to be called graduates of Tech Voc, a school that harbors excellent students, whether it be in business, carpentry, baking, automotive, dentistry, graphics, electrical, theater, and dance, you name it. Know that there is a place for everyone here at Tech Voc. As we receive our diplomas today, let us be reminded of how far our hard work has taken us. So when you start to feel overwhelmed and uneasy about moving forward, always remember that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. Muhammad Ali once said, "I hated every minute of training, but I said don't quit. Suffer now and live the rest of your life as a champion." No matter what life throws at us, we can surpass any obstacles because we are the class of 2020.
RuPaul says fulfillment isn't found over the rainbow, it's found in the here and now. Grads of 2020, celebrate what you've already achieved and don't worry about what you've yet to reach.
It is with great honor for us to have been this year's valedictorians.
Here's to the class of 2020, and on behalf of all of us, thank you.
Thank you.